Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bold and the Beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn and Bridget discussed Eric with Steffy, Brooke, and Ridge at the hospital. Finn urged them to express gratitude that Eric survived the surgery, but Ridge yelled that Eric's recuperation went nowhere. Ridge inquired as to what transpired to cause it. A flashback saw Bridget and Finn attempting to rescue Eric as his operation was coming to a close. After Eric entered recovery, according to Finn, he crashed. Bridget continued, saying that while Eric had left, he would return. Ridge was angry that it had occurred and that he had let it to do so. Eric's health was critical, according to Finn. Ridge screamed that cables and tubes were protruding from Eric. Ridge needed to trust that Eric would recover, Brooke encouraged. Donna, who had gone to grab some clothing so she could stay at the hospital with Eric, left Brooke a message. Katie was on her way, Bridget said. Ridge had been awake all night, so Brooke advised he get some sleep. Ridge promised to carry it out if Eric awoke. Ridge took offense with Eric being dependent on machines because of Ridge. If Eric came back to them, Steffy replied, it would be well worth it. Finn understood that Ridge was disappointed that he hadn't followed Eric's instructions, but Finn also pointed out that Eric wasn't aware of all the relevant details, such as the availability of therapy. Eric had a chance, Finn said. Ridge said that Eric may pass away even if a tube were to come out of him. Ridge said, you should simply let him go calmly. Ridge said to himself that he ought to have let Eric go. According to Brooke, there were other options except death, and the treatment may provide Eric a chance to live again. Brooke questioned how Ridge could turn it down. Steffy concurred, stating that if Eric had been aware of the therapy, his desires could have been different. Finn expressed his desire to give Eric the therapy, but he thought it was too late. Bridget added that if Eric lived, it would be because of Finn, not because she wanted Finn to feel bad. Ridge argued that the matter went beyond just survival and encompassed quality of life. According to Ridge, Eric wouldn't want to remain there if he didn't have the kind of life he desired. Finn had not been able to provide any guarantees, Ridge said. Finn stated that his field of employment did not offer any promises. Bridget begged Ridge to overlook her desire for her father to remain in the area. Bridget expressed her gratitude for Ridge's choice and claimed she would have followed suit. Ridge was advised to quit being so harsh on himself by Brooke. Ridge said Eric was no longer with him. Ridge thought maybe he was at ease there. Ridge mentioned that they had tried a therapy to get Eric back, but they weren't sure whether it would be successful. Because of Ridge, Eric felt like a guy stuck in his body for the rest of his life. Finn changed in the doctor's waiting room and spoke with his wife about her grandfather. Steffy mentioned that Finn had given them hope. She was astounded that he had been trying to save her grandfather's life for weeks. Finn hoped he had done enough to return Eric to the family whole and well, and wished he had found it out sooner. Finn got a call informing him that Eric's condition had not changed. Finn said that he had been patient, but that wasn't the case with Eric. Steffy said Finn had been putting in a lot of effort to keep Eric alive. She expressed her gratitude to Finn, saying he could not control it. Luna and RG were in the design office talking about Eric's health. RG stated that they were on the verge of losing Eric, and he might not recover from it. The good news, according to Luna, is that Finn had initiated the process to perhaps bring Eric back to them. When Zend came, he listened at the door while RJ expressed how much he appreciated Luna's optimism. She said she had had enough of the two of them. RG questioned Luna about her feelings from the night before. Though she didn't, she inquired as to whether he had. In response, he said he didn't and that he would clarify. He told her, I love you, and she said the same. They shared a kiss. After clearing his throat, Zend was greeted by RJ at the workplace. Zend said that Eric was still in serious condition and that he had just left the hospital. Zend had gone, not wanting to ruin Donna's time with Eric. RG felt sad for Donna, as she had recently reunited with Eric. Later, Zend became agitated with Ridge's prompt decision to remove Eric from life support. RG screamed that Ridge had wanted to do the right thing by Eric and hadn't wanted any of it. RG questioned why Eric hadn't wanted heroics or to be dependent on robots, and why Zend found it so difficult to comprehend this. Zend inquired as to whether RG was able to turn off Eric. According to RJ, Eric needed to have faith that Ridge would do what's best for him. Eventually, fortunate for us, chuckled Zend. Luna emphasized to the lads that their grandfather had wished for them to treat one another with kindness. Zend declaimed he was only attempting to understand how Ridge could be so callous and unfeeling. RJ objected to the portrayal, stating that Ridge had been going through the most difficult choice of his life and hadn't wanted Eric to go through any hardship. None of them did, according to Zende, but to finish it like that, to remove him from the devices, to eliminate Grandad's one opportunity to recover. RG stated that while Ridge had consented to the therapy, he would have been respecting his father's wishes if he had removed Eric from the machines. Luna emphasized to the men that they ought to be encouraging one another. RG would not stand by while opinions regarding Ridge were voiced. Zendi promised to keep his thoughts to himself. Both RJ and Zend voiced concern about Eric. Luna urged them to maintain their good spirits and visualize Eric as vibrant and powerful as he had been when working on his collection. Zend felt that the collection should be publicly shown as Eric's final creation, and he detested the idea that it was incomplete. After receiving a text message, RG appeared concerned. After RG departed, Zend inquired about Luna's background in fashion. She said that the lifestyles featured in her mother's publications were beyond her reach. Although Luna had educated herself on the various designers, she felt most connected to Forrester Creations. Her support for Eric in the past still amazed her, and she insisted that his treatment needed to be effective. Zend said that love and light will continue to be sent to Eric. Zend was astounded by Luna's concern for Eric. Luna wondered how someone could know Eric and not be concerned. Eric, according to Zend, consistently outdid himself. He stated that the sketch, which was still incomplete, was beautiful. Eric had been drawing up until the celebration, according to Luna. Zendi promised to go above and above to complete Eric's collection. Ridge informed Brooke that he had to spend a little minute in Eric's office. He pondered whether Eric would be someone else when he returned. Eric had spent his greatest years working in that office, said Ridge. Brooke assured Ridge that Eric would be grateful for his second opportunity when he returned. RG showed up, claiming to have received Ridge's SMS. Brooke made his way to the hospital. Ridge said that the staff members were concerned about Eric, but he had a sneaking suspicion that their concerns were unrelated. According to Ridge, the firm was everything to Eric, and it was up to Ridge to continue it in his absence. He desired RJ's support. Ridge reasoned that people ought to hear Eric's collection if it was his swan song. Although Ridge was unaware of Eric's vision, he still wanted to complete the collection for him. Ridge urged RJ to complete it with him, stating that RJ did know it. The men hugged, RJ giddy with excitement at the thought. Ridge stated they would bring Eric pride. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.